All right, happy Friday, y'all. It is Friday. Thank goodness it is here. We had a beautiful day in Maryland. Oh my gosh. You know what? It was 70 degrees here. I don't know where you are. If you're in Florida, okay, you can brag about your weather. But we can brag
Right.
too because it was so nice. You can roll the windows down, you can breathe. Okay, if you're in the car, you can take your mask off. It was wonderful to have that opportunity. Oh my goodness. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing. My name is Colette Coakley. I am the Vice President of Human Resources for Maryland Public Television. I'm also the founder of the Women's, you see this lovely display here, Women's Leadership Forum. And today we are coming to you on a Friday live. And boy, I can't wait to introduce my guests here today. I'm very excited. Okay, let's talk about the forum just a little bit because I want to tell you what the happenings are, as they say. We are in the thick of it. We've had some rehearsals. We had some good rehearsals, some bad rehearsals, but guess what? We are rehearsing for you because we want to get it right. Okay. The Women's Leadership Forum is taking place March 18th through the 20th. Do you have your ticket? Why not? Okay, you should have your ticket by now because guess what? 526 women have their ticket, women and men, because I saw some men sneak up in there. So women and men have their ticket for the Women's Leadership Forum. We've got so much going on. I am so anxious to get this party started, as they say, because on Thursday. See, I'm ahead of myself. On Thursday, we've got a keynote speaker, April Ryan. Moderator Sheila Murphy. Workshops galore. We have 14 workshops in total. Oh, so you have choices. You don't have to stay with the communications workshop. You can actually go to the finance workshop, or you can go to the relationship workshop. And we're going to talk about that in a minute because people are wait, is it the right or my left? Over there. We're going to talk to the people over here about relationships, and you're going to be wowed by that. Okay. So after that, then you're going to be able to network, you're going to be able to shop, you're going to be able to get some more information, you're going to talk to the sponsors. It's going to be a good time. And that's all on Thursday. So what happens on Friday? Friday, we have a writing session where if you wanted to do that blog, you wanted to do the article, we're going to help you. We're going to help you get it out of your head and onto paper. Now, students, I see you because you all have come out in full force to be a part of the Women's Leadership Forum. And guess what? We have internships, scholarships, and apprenticeships. Oh my, we're there for you. We are there for you. And guess what? After that, if you're still confused about your career, because guess what? Up until about a certain age, I'm not even going to tell you, I was confused about my career. So don't even worry about it because we've got career coaches for you. They will be there sitting and waiting to answer your questions. So there is just no excuse why you can't be a part of the Women's Leadership Forum. And then if you bought that upscale ticket, guess what? It's happy hour. And happy hour will include, again, okay, men and women. We've got shopping available for you. We've got information available. We also have a cook who's going to do a wonderful dish. I promised her I was not revealing the dish. You got to come. You got to be a VIP in order to witness what this dish is, along with Couples Tea House is a sponsor, and they will. I don't know as much about tea. Oh my God, you're going to want to know about tea. You're going to be a tea expert by the time you leave the room. And if you don't like tea, you can have some coffee because we got the coffee people there. The coffee people are going to help us out. Now, for those of you who have businesses, There's still opportunity to participate in the business roundtable. So on Saturday, the business roundtable is going to take place, and that's being hosted by M&T Bank. I also want to give some shout outs to my sponsors. Okay. Fulton Bank came in a big way to help us out. The Department of Housing and Community Development. Hey, some of you want to know, how can I be a homeowner? Well, if you come to the Women's Leadership Forum, guess what? Guess what? You can learn how you can be a homeowner. You can learn about all of those little programs that nobody told you about. So where can you learn? At the Women's Leadership Forum. So a lot of you out there are asking, how Colette, how do I get a ticket? Bam. No, that wasn't it. Why did I put that up there? Look down on the bottom as you scroll. Okay, you will see on the web, gosh, I'm cracking myself up, website forward WLF.org or hashtag forward WLF. That's where you will go and you will find how you can register for the forum. We've got so much for you. Some people they're like, what do I choose? There's a menu. A menu. It's just like going to, I'm trying to think of that restaurant, Cheesecake Factory. You know how they have all those pages? You're sitting there for a half hour trying to figure out you're gonna have to try to figure it out. But the only way that you can see the menu is if you come. You come to the forum. So invest in yourselves. Invest in yourselves. And let me just tell you, if by now you have decided that you can't find the money, drop me a hint. Drop me a hint either in the comment section, or you can reach me through hello@forwardwlf.org, because I want to hear your story and I want to know, why are you unable to come? Because I want you to come. We're virtual, 3 days of virtual. So there's no excuse, because we got room for you. Last year we had 500 women in Notre Dame. Let me just tell you, I'm hot now. I was hot then. Okay. We were packed. We were packed in a room. Here, virtual, if you're hot, that's because you're in your own room and you need to turn the fan on. So I'm just telling you, we have room for you. So who do we have here today? I'm so excited. I don't even know what I'm saying here today, because I'm so ready to talk about my guests. We have a couple here today, a power couple who are also going to appear at the forum. And if you have been following me and following the Women's Leadership Forum live, you would know what's up today. We're going to talk about relationships. We are here with the Andersons. Oh my God. Doesn't that sound nice? We're here with the Andersons. And we're here with Dijon and Paula Anderson. Let me just tell you a little bit. I always like to start with a sentence or two about our guests, and then I let the guests go for it, because they like to talk about themselves anyway, so I let them do that. So the Andersons, okay, they've been married. So they're not just sitting close here because they aren't married. They're married, a married couple, and they've been married for 23 years, and they have 2 amazing boys. And so, wait, your boys these aren't boys, these are men here. 21 and 16. Oh, well, okay, that looks as whatever. Okay, so they've been married for a while with 2 children. Dijon is an educator. Oh, we have smart people. I've told you all that at the forum, we bring wit and wisdom. So we have an educator here at a charter school in Washington, D.C., and he's been in the education system for over 10 years. Now, Ms. Anderson has degrees. Some of us say degrees. Okay, Miss Anderson has degrees in psychology and community counseling. And if memory serves me correctly, she got the ultimate degree now, because she's Dr. Anderson. And so we're so proud. We're so proud of Dr. Anderson here. And they have a consulting. Oh no, it's with a consulting focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we appreciate having both of you here at the Women's Leadership Forum Live. Welcome, Dijon and Paula Anderson.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was wow. I don't know the last time we've been introed like that.
Last year, maybe.
Well, I can't do that Arsenio Hall thing, long time ago. But I welcome you here today. And I want to start out by asking you all just to tell a little bit about your journey that got you sitting close together on the couch right there.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. First of all, again, thank you so much for just having us on. This is an honor. It's a privilege. I would say that if I told my version of how we met, my wife would be in opposition of what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, let's just go.
Let's start out in a good way. We're going to start in a good way.
Oh, no, it's all great. So we met in December of '94. Yes, we met in December of '94. In actuality, I'm about to get you. We met December 7th, 1994.
Woo!
We met at our church. We were preparing for a children's ministry workshop, and we met there. We were going through the workshop, and then Paula had been scoping me out over the course of months.
What, Paula?
Yes.
Paula?
This is truth. So she had been scoping me out over the course of months, and so at the end of this workshop, she came up to me and introduced herself, and just just in general, we started to talk from that moment on. I think she needed someone, and so I think from that moment on, like I said, we ended up talking and we could go from the dating and the engagement and marriage and all of that, but I think
wait, I want to ask you something.
Yes,
because a lot of the students ask me, how do you get the conversation started? So go ahead, tell us what your opening rap line was. Go ahead, Dijon.
You want me to tell you? I'll tell you.
Go ahead. Come on, Paula. Tell us what that rap line was.
So the only reason I walked up to him is because he did look a little lonely, right?
Oh.
And so his opening line, as you can hear his voice, he's got a little deep voice.
Yeah.
His opening line was, "Hi, I'm Dijon," and handed me his business card.
Oh.
And so he used the voice was kind of like his introduction, like that's what you heard first.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there was no opening line. It was like the voice came before, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, very cool."
Dijon, did she faint when you were talking?
Now, the great thing about it is because where we were meeting, we were at a school, and so they do have nurses there for the students. So they're I'm trying to figure out if there was one there. I don't remember. I know she had gotten a little wobbly.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So
it's called weak in the knees. It's weak in the knees.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was something like that. Humbly speaking, right?
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna let him go with that, Colette. Yeah. You and I know. Just look at my eyes.
Yeah, okay. We all got on glasses, but okay.
Right.
So, okay. If you had to describe you all's relationship, I'm gonna give you. You only get one word, so I'm gonna give you a minute to huddle up. Come out with one word. Both of you are coming out with one word.
Oh, okay.
Each one. Okay.
So one word together.
Oh, together. So
Together.
one
No,
word
you
between
can't
two of
come
us.
out with two separate words.
Oh,
One
gotcha.
word together. Huddle up. Come out with one word.
Okay, I think we got it.
Okay.
I
The
think
answer is
the word is, and it's going to be a hyphen word, but fun loving.
fun loving. A fun. Tell us more why you chose that hyphenated word, although it is two words. Why did you choose fun loving? We'll give you a pass. You get a B on that, but okay.
A B. You didn't say it couldn't be hyphenated, Colette. You didn't say that. No, I would say that. I would say we are fun. As you can see, we have a lot of fun together. We banter a lot. But I think at the core of who we are, we enjoy each other's company. Like I honestly tell people we're best friends. And so when you're living with your best friend and doing life with your best friend, it's fun loving. We have a lot of fun. Obviously, it's not like that all the time, but we definitely do have fun, and we're loving, and we're just kind of us. So
okay, we're not going to talk about like we're not like that all the time. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Right.
All right, later. Okay.
Let's talk about your title of your session at the Women's Leadership Forum. Okay, the title of the session, audience members, is Relationship Cookbook: Ingredients for Successful Partnerships in Home and Business. And so I'm going to ask, why did you choose that title? Because first of all, it's a long title. That's okay. That's like they say in church. That's okay, baby. Okay, but why did you choose that title?
Well, one, we wanted it to be different, right? So when you think of relationship cookbook, but people are like, what cookbook, right? And so a lot of ingredients, a lot of strategies, a lot of aspects goes into having a successful relationship. And so when you think about cooking, you're putting your ingredients to come up with your amazing meal. And we just wanted to just play on words. And so that's why we put relationship cookbook. None of us are cooks. My husband is a better cook than I am, but we just wanted it to be a fun title and something that we hope would intrigue people to come.
Okay, so what's one of the ingredients? We can't give you all, audience. We cannot give you all of the ingredients because that means you wouldn't need to come to the forum. We want you to come to the forum. So we might give you one ingredient. We're going to give you one ingredient.
So I think one of the ingredients that we definitely want to focus in on is fun. We talked about a little bit. For us is that is I would say our quote 1/2 words is that I do really believe that we have a fun relationship. You've got to make the efforts to create a space where fun is a part of your relationship. And again, whether that is in the workplace or if it's at home, and sometimes both. Seeing that, now we are very much virtual. We don't know how much longer this will last. But there are oftentimes families that are, it's the workplace and home is right there at the kitchen table. So the environment has to be made where fun is an essential ingredient.
Okay, I'm going to shift just a little bit to talking to Dijon for a moment, because there are a lot of educators who are not seeing this time as a fun time. And this might be a play on words or what have you, but you brought this to mind in what you just said. A lot of the teachers are saying that this time lacks relationship. That there is no relationship, and therefore I've lost it. I've lost my mojo in the classroom. I've lost my relationships with my students. They're not even paying attention. I don't even know if are they really there, you know. So what have you been doing to help keep that relationship going?
Good question.
You know, it's interesting. I know that even with, and I think you told me this before with WLF, that the month of March is about feet and running. And I think for me, it has been the effort to run towards my relationships. And when I say this specifically with my colleagues at work, whether this is online, whether this through a text, whether through an email or a phone call, it's crucial that I run after these, I chase after these. So I'm consistently texting my crew. Now, if I talk with my students, it's really the same thing. No, they don't like this format. However, I think it's crucial to make efforts to not just make this on a screen.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got the relationships that I have with my students. All of them have my phone number. All of them have my email. All of them have my Instagram. They follow me on Snap, some of them. You know, so because we are very much in a social media world, I'm going to allow you that opportunity to be that. So I think with in teaching, in education, it's you got to use what's around now. Social media is huge, and so I think the classroom now has got to go beyond the brick and mortar. So for me, this has been a great time to figure out how to better my relationships with other people.
Oh, okay. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Miss Paula.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to ask you. We're talking about relationships. Okay, why are relationships? Why are they important? Whether they're at home or, of course, you want to have a relationship with your spouse. But what about it? Or at least I think you. Okay. Why even at work? Why are relationships important? Because some of us go to work and like, okay, let me shut the door. I got my coffee. I'm shutting the door. I'll see you at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. I think if I were to just take this back a little bit, I think they're important because I feel like our Creator, God, made us to be in relationship with one another. Mm-hmm. Like He could have just made did one and done, right? Yeah. But He made us, made multiple people so that we could be in relationship with one another. So we do have a need to be for other people, right? Mm-hmm. And then I think if you think about it in the work environment, like I work a lot with organizations and with teams, and so when you have a team, if one member of the team is missing, it messes up, the whole team dynamic, right? And so you do need you need each other, but you also need different perspectives. That's what I think having another person does and relationship does at work. You do need another perspective because you could go in and say, hey, this looks good, but then somebody else comes in and they're like, no, not so much. You may want to add this to it. So I think it's really good to work with other people and have relationships so you can get different perspectives to make your product or your work better. In marriage, obviously, you need two people, but definitely in the work environment, you do need teams. And then also it helps you with friendships. You need somebody to talk to. You can support one another. You can better each other. So relationships are definitely needed.
So for those team builders out there and supervisors and managers who are trying to keep their teams together, keep them in a relationship. Do you have any advice on how to do that in the workplace? Because a lot of us are at home. Some of us are liking it at home.
Yeah.
So some of the moms, I think, go in and out of it because just for the ones that I've spoken to, it's like you could do double duty. I can wash a load and be on a Zoom. Right. But at the same time, you have this longing to be communal.
Absolutely.
So true.
But how can managers, or what can managers do to help that along?
Yeah, I think just being creative, honestly. Zoom has, or Microsoft Teams, whatever you use. I'm just a Zoom person. You can use that to your advantage. And so I could just share with you something I did with my team recently. We had a Zoom dinner together where I literally sent everybody out like Uber Eats cards so they can order their own food. And then like on a Thursday evening, we all had dinner together. I know we all had dinner together, and we literally did a virtual game. So we ate dinner and then did a virtual game together. And although we were in different places or different spaces, we had such a fun time. And so I think it's a matter of just being creative and using the time after work, maybe, or even during work, do team development, team building activities. There's a lot of virtual, you can go online and type in virtual team building, a lot of virtual games you can play with it as a team. So there's so much you can do in this space, but you just have to be creative.
And I think, Colette, even piggybacking off of Paula, just thinking about what she is saying, how important it is even for managers and for team managers to serve those who are working for them. And I listened to her example of, sending out some Uber Eats. As creative as that is, that's also a service for them. And it helps them in their motivation. It helps them keep going, staying with the company, all of those great things. So I think that is important.
Okay, so let's talk about something. Everybody doesn't want to talk about it, but they exist. The toxic relationship. What you do with that? What do you do? First of all, what is it? Because everybody keeps coining that phrase. What is a toxic relationship?
I would have to say, Colette, and I don't know if I've shared with you, but I'm a therapist as well. So I'm a therapist and I'm an organizational psychologist. So I got a lot going on, right? And so I do.
And we give you,
But I love what I do because I do work with couples, and I would say a toxic relationship is one that where you're in a relationship where you feel drained. You feel drained physically, emotionally, spiritually, where it literally takes everything out of you. You're in a toxic relationship where you're with people who they don't honor and respect you. In a relationship where it literally it affects your mental health, right? And so toxic, it means that it's taking something away from you and it's hurting you in some way. And I know I've seen one too many toxic relationships, and you have to know the signs. And when you start to feel like, as soon as you see that person or that person's name come up and you start to feel all that negative energy, it may be a sign to start thinking about doing something different for yourself.
Okay. So I'm trying not to give the answer away, but is there such thing as a 50-50 relationship?
So I think this one is I'm almost going to say no.
Good answer.
Yeah, I'm really going to say no. And I think it also depends on the relationship that you're talking about. This could go in different directions, whether it is in a family home, family, or if this was in work. If I spoke about family, if I spoke about between Paula and I, no. And I say, and,
well.
Mm-hmm. Well, you think about it. I for us, we both have different strengths. I am not necessarily the greatest, what I say, money manager.
Okay, because I was gonna say you kind of slow on what you're not the greatest, but come on.
You see what I'm saying? I think it's only maybe one thing, but I was like, she's better at that management. I'm getting there. I feel like I'm better at taking care of some of the household duties. I enjoy, like Paula mentioned earlier, I enjoy cooking. So I can go on streaks of days and I'm whipping it up in the kitchen. She doesn't like it. So I think it depends on the relationship. I think it also depends on the season. I praise God. My wife just, she got this doctorate degree. And so that was a huge endeavor. So she could not do everything else in the house. And it had to be taken care of. So, I felt like a lot of that weight was there for me. Fine, happy to do it. I wanted to see her succeed. So all that being said, is there a 50-50?
I'm going to say something that I either heard on Oprah or it was either Oprah or Brene Brown. I can't remember. There's when you start counting, that's when it's no longer a relationship.
Yes, that's good. Yep.
When you start counting what somebody else is doing versus what you're doing, it's no longer a relationship.
That's right. That's right.
For all y'all just starting out, stop counting.
Yeah, stop counting. Seriously.
Leave the numbers at home.
Yeah. Calculator away.
Yep.
Okay. And so I think you touched on this, but we're going to round this out. Okay. What does a great relationship, what does that look like?
Oh boy. I love this one. I think one that is like you're supportive, right? So Dijon just literally touched on me and my last few years of my life, right? Just with being in school. And he could have easily been like, no, this is on you. This is you chose this path. I didn't choose this. But when I say he was completely supportive in that, right? It was amazing, or it still is amazing. And I think if someone is supportive of you and your dreams, that's a great relationship, right? Someone that helps you to be, you're already your full self, but that adds to you being your full self, that you can be your authentic self in the relationship. I think that's one thing that I love about our relationship. Dijon, no matter how I come, I'm like, I could be tired, I could be whatever, but he loves me for who I am. And to me, that means everything. And I do have clients that come in and they're like, my husband or my boyfriend wants me to be a certain way, or I have to look this way or talk this way or dress this way. And I'm like, no. You can't be performative. You can't be performative in your relationship. Like if they can't accept you for who you are, I feel like that is not a great relationship. That's not a supportive relationship. That's not a relationship that you'll thrive in.
Right. I think you gotta be able to feel safe with whoever you are.
Yeah.
Right.
Who you're with. If you feel like I'm walking into something, and like, again, if this is at work or even in the home, if you're walking into a situation and you've got to change you in order to merge into what everyone else is, are you really authentically being who you are? And if you are changing to be for someone else, then who are you? So you got to be able to feel safe where
Good
you're going.
stuff. That's good stuff. I say it's like if you can wake up in the morning with that bonnet on crooked.
Why we got to go with the bonnet?
And nobody's making fun of you. You doing all right.
Exactly.
You're doing all right. You're doing all right. Okay. I'm just saying.
It's true, Colette. I'm with you.
It is. You got to be able.
Because there's many times that I know that y'all want to say, "Hey, why you got that?" Oh, bonnet. Okay.
Bonnet. Yeah.
So
the bonnet.
So this has been a fun conversation. I know we could probably talk for a very long time, but I try to keep it at the half hour length.
Yeah,
I just want you to.
No, I was just saying that I think this is great, but I think the way that more people are going to hear this, they do need to come to the conference.
Yes.
Come to the forum.
See what I'm talking about?
Okay, you hear we're talking about relationships. Some people are talking about friends. How many of us have? Well, I don't have any friends, or I'm looking for a tribe, or I'm trying to increase my network. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, there's over 1,100, 1,200 now. There's over 1,200 women in the mailing network that we have. There's 500 plus women that have already purchased tickets and are coming to the forum. We have purchased this platform that costs a pretty penny, okay, so that you all can network. And we've hired people to come out to help us to network, because when we bring the women together, we still see y'all walking with the girl you came with in the door, sitting and eating lunch with the girl you came in the door. Now you're at home by yourself.
Yeah.
We have a program that allows you to network with people who you've never networked before, but who might take you to that next relationship level. Okay? So we invite you. Not just to partake in the relationship workshop, but to learn from that and apply it. That workshop is taking place at what time did we say?
1:30.
At 1:30.
Yes.
Okay? You have the rest of the day and 2 more days to find somebody different, new, that adds to you.
Yes.
Right? We're not telling you to take that toxic relationship. We're asking you to find a good relationship that's going to help you go to that next level. Right?
Exactly.
So, okay, the Dijons are there to help you. I said the Dijons, the Andersons.
I was like, okay, I'll take that though.
The Dijons and the Paulas are there. All of them are there to help you.
Yeah.
That's what we bring them all together for, because and we try to make this a big and exciting event. And I'll tell you, I was not going to do this event because COVID was going to keep me from doing the event. But lo and behold, all the tools came into the purview to say, what are you doing? You started something. How you're not finished. You're not finished. And people are longing to be together. So here's what I did. Went out there and took a class. Now, I'm not just trying to take classes just to be taking classes. That's not me. I'm not doctor anything. I'm not Dr. Paula. I'm not educator Dijon. I take classes so that I took this class so that I could continue the forum in a fashion which I think will be beneficial for the public at large. And so I'm encouraging you all to come and hear what the Andersons have to say, because I think it's important that we understand that not only are we we're built to have and be in a relationship, but that our relationships benefit one another.
Right. So true.
To do great things,
That's right.
Not just what we've been assigned to do today, but what we were meant to do. And so as we add to one another's pot, that means adding people, places, and things that we bring to the table.
Yep.
So I didn't know Dijon before. I knew Paula. I didn't know. I just knowing him. And so he's increasing not only to my fun, my laughter, but I never know when I'm going to need a teacher on something. I never know when I need to refer a student. And so I'm encouraging you all. Some people look at the other people and say, how come you know it? Know so-and-so. How come you refer so-and-so? My partner, Jan, is out there. Who doesn't she know?
Exactly.
Is there somebody she doesn't know? Right? But it comes in handy because if I'm in need of, and I don't even have to finish the sentence before she says, let me just see, and bam, here you go. And so you too can be that way. It could be at your fingertips for the things that you need. But guess what? God come to the forum. That's how you can meet these people. God come to the forum. You can meet these lovely people over here.
That's right.
I did this right for the first time.
Yes,
you can meet these lovely people
great.
over here. If you just come to the forum, we are welcoming you. And once again, let me just do this. It's a Women's Leadership Forum that takes place March 18th through the 20th. And we are coming at a computer near you. A computer near you. Yes. And so, Paula and Dijon, as we close out today, leave us with some words of wisdom or words of encouragement.
I just want to say this. The phrase that kept coming to my mind, and it may sound very cliche, but is that your network is really your net worth. And you have to be in relationship with people. You have to network with people because you never know when that's going to lead you to your next opportunity. So I would just leave you with that.
Yep. And I think if I were to say anything, it's just even with this whole networking, you can't live alone. You can't work alone. But even if you tried to do those things, you would probably end up dying alone.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fun. So for everyone who is listening, register, sign up, come to the forum. You're going to meet some incredible people. You're going to hear some incredible speakers. You can hear us. Oh my gosh, we're going to have a good time. I'm just going to promise you right now, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be engaging. But even with all of the other panelists and everything else that's happening, it's going to be a great time to network and get to know more people. Sign up, get to the forum.
And with that, I will say this ad was endorsed by the Women's Leadership Forum of 2021. We thank the Andersons. They're always fun. I appreciate having them here today. Do not sign out when I end this broadcast. Okay, stay behind for us. But I want to continue to tell the audience, continue to mask up.
Yes.
Okay. Please. Be socially distant. Wash your hands and be well out there. And with that, we wave them off. So wave off with them. Peace out. And we want to make sure. What'd you say?
I said, see you next Thursday.
Yep.
And we're going to see you next Thursday at the forum. Yes. Woo-hoo. Yes. Woo-hoo. See you then.
All right.
All righty.